All right, let's talk about something huge. AI is completely rewriting the rules of online search. And if you're a business leader, listen up, because this isn't just some trend you can afford to watch from the sidelines. It's a critical new pillar for survival and, well, for growth.
So let's jump right in. This transformation, it isn't some far-off prediction. It's the new reality of how your customers are finding you right now. For any business, adapting isn't just a good idea anymore. It's an absolute necessity.
Okay, think about this for a second. By 2027, and that's really not far off, it's expected that more than 90% of all search interactions will be AI-powered. Let that sink in. This isn't a gradual shift, it's a tidal wave, and it demands a new game plan, starting today.
So what does this actually mean? It means the very foundation of how people discover anything online is being completely rebuilt. You know, the old rules of just stuffing keywords and getting backlinks? They're giving way to a new era where an AI's deep understanding and ability to have a conversation, well, that's what reigns supreme.
To really get a handle on this new landscape, you first have to know who the major players are. Their different strengths and, frankly, their competing strategies are what's shaping this whole new ecosystem as we speak.
First up, you've got the incumbents, the ones who've really defined how we all interact with AI so far. You've got OpenAI with ChatGPT, of course, the pioneer that just blew the doors open and showed us what's possible. And then there's Google's Gemini, which is being woven, deeply woven into its entire ecosystem. It's becoming this powerful, everyday AI assistant.
But the challengers? They have totally different game plans. You've got Anthropic, which is carving out its space by focusing intensely on safety and reliability, especially for big businesses. Then there's Meta, leveraging its gigantic social platforms with a really powerful open-source model. And then you have Mistral, this super efficient, developer-first player that's proving small can be incredibly mighty.
But here's the thing. These models aren't just standing still. The tech is moving at a wild pace, and there are three key trends that really show us where all of this is headed.
First off, AI is becoming much more, well, human. Two big things are driving this. The first is advanced multimodality. That's the AI's ability to seamlessly understand text, images, and audio all at once. The second is deep personalization, creating AIs that actually learn and adapt to our own unique styles and needs over time.
Next, AI is just becoming way more capable. It's evolving from a tool that just answers our questions into a partner that can act on its own. They're calling this agentic AI. It can reason, plan, and carry out complex multi-step tasks all by itself. We're also seeing these models become super specialized for fields like medicine and law.
And finally, and this might be the most critical step of all, is the big push to make these incredibly powerful systems trustworthy. This means building in things like real-time fact-checking, putting up ethical guardrails to reduce bias, and of course, making sure our sensitive data stays secure and private.
Okay, so we've looked at the players, we've seen where the tech is going, but what does all this mean for your business strategy? In this new world, how do you actually win?
The answer requires a whole new playbook. It's called LLM SEO. And this isn't just a small tweak to what you're already doing. It's a complete rethink of how you create value. You're not just optimizing for keywords anymore. You're optimizing for an AI's deep, contextual understanding of a topic.
Success here really follows a clear cycle. You start by going deep on user intent, not just keywords. Then you create comprehensive content that answers pretty much every question someone could have. From there, you build trust and authority with both your users and the AI. And then you constantly monitor how you're doing and tweak your strategy. It never really stops.
So where should you put your money for the biggest impact? Look, having an AI-literate content team and great analytics is super important, no doubt. But your number one investment, hands down, has to be building topical authority. That means becoming the definitive, trusted source in your field, answering every single question your audience has, and doing it better than anyone else.
And here's exactly why that authority is so critical. The search results page itself is changing. Those AI-generated answers and rich snippets are now taking over the space where the old-school blue links used to be. If your content isn't optimized to show up inside these AI features, you might as well be invisible.
This brings us to the most important part of this whole discussion, the specific actions you, as a leader, need to take to guide your organization through this massive shift.
So here it is, your 5-point playbook. 1. Invest in teams that actually understand how to write for an AI audience. It's a new skill. 2. Make building topical authority a core business goal, not just some marketing task.
3. Get your data and analytics integrated so you're tracking what really matters. 4. Break down those silos between SEO, content, and your product teams. And finally, 5. You've got to build a culture that embraces experimentation and agility. The landscape is just changing way too fast for anything less.
At the end of the day, this shift isn't just a threat. It's a huge opportunity to connect with your audience in a much deeper, more meaningful way. If you act strategically now, you can position your company not just to compete, but to lead. The future of search is already here. So the only real question left is, are you ready for it?